Presented by The Edge. What are you curious about? The truth. We all seek it, and the answers that lie within. However, more questions seem to fill those mysterious gaps. We seek insight. We seek guidance. We seek spiritual truth. Welcome to Spiritual Truth. Host DeEtte is a psychic medium and master teacher. She will help guide you through those difficult choices and get you headed in the right direction. As a psychic medium, DeEtte connects with spirit and provides you the best solution possible. She does not tell you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Join us each week for insightful readings, oracle cards, spiritual guidance, and so much more. You have waited long enough. Now is your time for spiritual truth. And now your host, DeEtte.
Hey, good Monday morning, everybody, and Merry Christmas! Hey! I know it's Christmas, and I still chose to go live. I did. Why? Because if you guys all know, I made it. Is that you, Tim? It says Facebook user, but I think it's you. But I did want to choose to go live, even on Christmas. Why? Because today, more than any day, I think is a day we should bring in spirit, bring in joy, bring in everything. So why skip it? And if you can't be here live today, that's okay. I totally get it. We all are with our family and our friends and loved ones and everybody else. You can always watch it on the replay. You can always go to YouTube. You can go to, guess what, guys? We're back on podcasts, Podbean forums, all that wonderful stuff. So, but there's a twist with that. There's a twist with that, guys. And I'm going to tell you right off the bat. You might have seen the post. You may not have seen the post. Today's the last day of Spiritual Truth. We're done. As my good friend Tim said it, the school time is done. We are done with our playtime, and we're going back to school, guys. We are going back to school. We are going back to school through spirit. And why are we doing that? Why? Like, that's it, Tim. I found you. Found me. Your name found me. Why are we going back to school through spirit? Well, guys, for all you guys that have been watching forever and a day, you have been following me and listening to the program since virtually day one, almost 3 years ago. What happened is when WLTK disbanded and it dissolved, all the podcast was gone. All of it. Just gone. And through the magic of Kelly from The Edge magazine, the owner, the CEO owner, and Todd Bates, the producer of WLTK DB, between the magic of them, they worked their magic together and they unlocked all of the School Through Spirits. All of them. All of the podcast has been unlocked. So with that being unlocked, we made the decision to switch Spiritual Truth back into School Through Spirit and continue the journey. So we are continuing it. This is the last one. Todd made me a brand new intro for School Through Spirit. It's going to literally start on the first of the year, which I'm super excited about, 1/1/24, which is awesome. You can go back, you can Google on all your major forums, either School Through Spirit, and it's going to pop up, or The Edge, and it pops up. Okay, so subscribe to one or the other, and continue to watch it, continue to listen. All the old programs, 104 episodes, guys, are there. Super excited, super excited. Awesome, super happy. Tim says this is the only school I've ever loved. Me too. We're doing our book giveaways today, guys. Remember, we've got 2 of them. 2 of the book giveaways today for all those people that shared the program, showed up to the program, put their friends' names in for the program. Look at this, guys. Here's all the names. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. It doesn't look like much, but there's a lot in here. There was 2 pages of names. And I'm old-fashioned, so I'm going to throw the hats like that. We're going to pull that in a little bit, though. Not now. I'm going to pull that right now in a little bit. And then I'm going to send those books off tomorrow, in the mail tomorrow. And so you guys know, good morning. Oh, hello, Miss Michelle. Hello, Keith. Hello, everybody. And just so you guys know, my favorite school. I love it. So just so you guys know, I'm going to start a different book giveaway next week on the 1st. As I go back to school through Spirit, we make that happen again. The magic of that happened being the first of the year. I thought it was only appropriate to give one book away. It's going to start that week. I'm going to go for a month of people that want it, shares the whole 10 years like we did with this one. But it's Todd Bates's Haunted Voices. And I really felt that was the book to give away for January. So I am super excited to be able to do that giveaway. We're going to start that again next week on the 1st, January 1st. And one copy out of that. So let's go to the book and let's get this ball rolling. Let's get this ball rolling. And this is my last of my Santa shirts, guys. These, I need to buy all new ones next year. Because I've had to tie these up in the back. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. So, but guys, as always, please do me a favor and share this show out on Facebook or YouTube, Twitter, wherever you're watching. Please share this out. We're streaming like in 8 different places, just to bring the awareness to people. Let them know that we're here, that we're doing this, and to bring the viewers back. Bring the viewers back, because quite honestly, they don't even know we're here. So help me by sharing this out. We appreciate it. So let's do what we do best. The book. The book. Yuletide Wash. This is our page. This is our page this week. Isn't it gorgeous? It's a lot to read, but it's awesome. Oh, thank you, Keith. Oh, Santa's arms go around. He's hugging you. Thank you, Tim. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love the Saint. Oh, and the cards today. It's Yuletide Tarot by Kristoffer Hughes. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Another box that I love. Anybody uses this format is magical. I love that. So let's get to the book. Let's read. There's a lot to read in here, but we're going to see what it has to say. So it says, there's enough. Question. If there is enough, then why don't I see this in my world? What a day to bring this up. So the question is, if there is enough, then why don't I see this in my world? Everything we are fighting about or have ever fought over on this planet has as its base the root thought that there is something of which there is not enough. Wars are fought either because I'm protecting my stuff or I'm wanting my stuff that's yours. And the reason behind each is that both sides believe there's not enough stuff to go around for everybody. Sadly, it's a lack of will to share that is the problem, not a lack of stuff to share. Because if everybody simply came to each human encounter with the there's enough attitude and understanding, those encounters would be less defensive, less destructive, and human suffering would end. Sorry, guys. And that's how you know School Through Spirit's coming back. It's because, what do every day with School Through Spirit? I sneezed. It's called sneezing on the truth, but there you go. So, and I feel like I'm going to keep sneezing. Oh my gosh. So it says, if this one single truth, there is enough, was deeply understood and firmly held in consciousness, it would change the world. On a personal level, this race consciousness of not enoughness creates and recreates the world as we see it. Ooh, that's interesting. God says, in fact, you have this root thought about just about everything. There's not enough money. There's not enough time. There's not enough love, food, water, compassion in the world. Whatever there is that's good, there's just not enough. Just begin to value more monetary those things which you value highly, interested, I can't say the word, interested, and demonstrate that. I can't say the word in my life, but my mouth just does not go around certain words, as you guys know. Next, reverse your thought about what you believe you're worth to be. Then double it. Then choose to receive from the universe all that you are worth in multiple ways. Lastly, give some money away and then watch as the universe laws begin the flow of that energy right back at you. And I'll tell you what. Wow. Oh my God, my nose. It's, you know what? I've been up since like 5:30 this morning. Not once did I sneeze. Not once did I do anything. I turn on this computer and I talk to you guys and my nose just, and there's the same, sneeze out of truth, which is very true. So let's look at that. Not enough. And to me, the reason why I'm in like awe here, the reason why I'm blown away is because remember, guys, I used to always go on what spirit was giving me over and over. And that's what we talked about. And I'm really finding that I'm always 1 week ahead of what I'm going to talk about today. So I'm going to tell you what I've been working on this last week. I have been reading a book along with Tim Bear because Tim's my buddy. And I just love the hell out of him. And it's called The Wisdom of the Council. And it's by Sarah Landon. And oh my God, this lady's just, I put her with Mike Dooley and Neil Diamond Walsh. I put her up there with those people, which you guys know how much I love them. Good morning, Miss Jamie. Merry Christmas. So that's what we've been working on this last week, is seeing that there is enough. There is enough. Because honestly, this comes with the law of manifestation, doesn't it? And I'm going to tell you, like I just told somebody yesterday in a reading, I have a yearly reading scheduled on Christmas Eve for like the next 10 years. And this came up in her reading yesterday. To stop manifesting. Yeah, you heard it here. You heard it here. Stop manifesting. And the reason for that, guys, it's not to burst a million bubbles. It's not to burst a million bubbles. And it's because, this is the reason why, is because when we put into the thought of, I'm going to manifest something, when I'm going to use that terminology, I am going to manifest something, that comes with an automatic, I want something. Now, we've talked a lot over this last year about different ways to try to manifest, ways to do this. And it clicked with me this last week. It clicked with me hardcore because literally this is a subject I've been working with, that not enough within my own soul. And I heard Spirit say, knock it off. Stop manifesting. You're doing it wrong. And I literally went, why? There's got to be a trick to this. There's got to be a trick to why the world is not able to manifest what we want. They've got books written on it, memoirs written on it, documentaries on it. The secret that there's no secret. But yet, all this instruct to, and we're all still going, where's that? So this last week I heard, stop trying to manifest. It doesn't mean stop bringing things into your life. It means stop wanting for stuff. Stop needing for stuff. And that's the catch. That's the catch. Because when we go into that thought process as I'm going to manifest something, we are honestly straight out saying, I need something. I want something. And the first thing to manifestation, when you put that in quotes and use that terminology, is that when you, and they say it all the time. They say it all the time. When you want and you try to manifest, you get more of what you want. You don't get the object, you just get more want. That's really kind of a catch too, isn't it? Like, what do you mean? I want more money. Well, you're screaming to the universe, I'm going to manifest this more money. I'm going to, this is more money, blah, blah, more money. And I want more money. I want more money. I want more money. I don't have enough money. So inevitably, you're manifesting more want, not more money. So I want you to stop with the manifestation. I want you to stop with that. And we're going to go back to this, and we're going to go back to some simple terms that Mike Dooley used, and I used to talk about him so much more in the beginning. And you're going to put yourself in that present state. So we're going to take all the lessons we've been talking about over the last years, and we're going to put those into order and have you start creating a life you already have. And I do mean that, a life you already have. Because you're going to tell me, oh, DeEtte, I don't have what I want. That's why I'm trying to manifest this, because I don't have the life I want. You do. You're in the right place at the right time where you're supposed to be at. Does that mean something else might change and come into your life? Yeah, something that's going to change and something else is going to come into your life. But I need you to sit in a spot that says, I already have it. I'm going to use this term, this mantra I learned this week, and I did, and I'm quoting it. So it's from Sarah Landry. It's from one of her multiple podcasts, and I was like blown away by this. It literally says, "Galore, galore, I have everything I need and more." It puts me in this spot when I say that, galore, galore, I have everything I need and more. It puts me in the spot of not wanting something else, not needing something else. It says I have everything. And the more is opening that door to allow things to come in. Now, I added on to this last Friday. I added on to this because, quite frankly, all the bills were paid. Everything was done. And I only had a few dollars to my name left, after everything was said and done. And I was supposed to get my nails done, by the way. Here, guys, here's my Christmas nails for anybody that wants to see them, because I know there's people, look at that. I said I wanted snow. Totally sparkled. They're awesome. And thank you to Paul at the nail salon, because he's the new nail guy. He's been working on these babies for a few months now. So I went and got my lashes done, because that's what I use the last of my money for, is I'm a vape person. I went and got my lashes done. Why? Because it makes me feel better about myself. Why? Because I got old eyelashes, and all she does is make these babies look like they did 10 years ago. So the thickness of them. I don't like the big, long, just something simple. And I still had to take me and Addie for her nails. And I went, how's this going to happen? And while I was laying there getting my lashes done, I was listening to her podcast. And she said that you need to start saying, galore, galore, I have everything I need and more. And I thought, I'm going to add something onto that. And this is what I put, galore, galore, I have everything I need and more. And money comes to me in surprising ways. It comes through me to the mail. It comes through to me by email. It comes through to me by online. It comes through to me by readings. It comes through to me by classes. It comes through in surprising ways, because I deserve this. I'm worth this. And I no more than said that out loud and confirmed it, and my phone lit up. And somebody booked a reading. And I was like, wow, that shit worked. And it did. It did. Sorry for the cussing, guys. You guys know I've been working on this forever. But it worked. And I was mesmerized that this worked. I was like, are you kidding me? But there's a little trick to that. Because it's not just saying the words, guys. It's not just saying the words. And yes, the words are beautiful. And yes, I opened up, good morning, Miss Jill, Merry Christmas. But I also did one other thing. I brought in Mike Dooley. And I know I've said this name. I know a lot of people don't know who he is anymore. He really was a man of probably 15 years ago. I mean, he is the man that really, yes, I was Reiki already, and there was so many other things. And I played with tarot cards, and I played with witches, and I played. But when I started on my spiritual journey, I found Mike Dooley. And his thing was words become reality. And I never quite understood that. The concept was there. Yes, getting to a present state and think it. And he would say, you need to feel it, and you need to da-da-da. And I've talked about that. But I was always missing something. And I was shown this last Friday what I was missing. And it blew me away. And I was just like, gosh, I got to hold on to this feeling. I got to hold on to this thought, because I really wanted to share this. And it was going to the concept of having enough. Because everything I've been learning over this last week, and truly over my life, was that magic comes from in here. With all the twinkle lights and all the Wiccan out there, and everybody that does spells and rituals and prayers and everything else, because that's a huge gamut of stuff and a lot of different ways of life. Everybody does everything out here. And Spirit told me, no. All of this is nice, but all this doesn't do anything. You can do all of this and still not accomplish anything. So what you need to do is you have to go within. You have to go into your heart center, into your body, your heart center, your solar plexus, and your sacral, and all these beautiful chakras, and into your body. And I want you to practice this while I'm talking about this, guys. I want you to shut your eyes right now. And I want you to concentrate on your chest, your heart center, your chest. And I want you to take some deep breaths. And I want you to feel your chest rise and your chest fall. And every time your chest rises, I want you to imagine and see and feel this light grow within inside of you. Watch it build. Have that light radiate through your back, down your arms. With every breath in, you bring in more of that. And every breath out, you see this light grow. You're growing the magic within you. With every breath, I want to hear you in your mind say, I am enough, and have that grow. I have enough, and watch that grow. Things come to me because I'm worthy. Money comes to me unexpectedly. I'm worthy. I don't have to earn it. I don't have to work hard for it. I am enough. And then I want you to let that radiate from you. I want you to let that, with your eyes open up, expand from you. And to realize that you are worthy of everything. Because it is society that has told us we have to work our tushes off for mere morsels. Hello, Rachel, hello. It is society that has told us that we're only worth the paycheck. That if we want more, we have to put in 60, 70, 80 hours. That we are to work so hard up until retirement. But then society changes those laws, those rules, and they change the dates and the years of retirement. And we're taking that back by saying no to society. We're saying no to laws made by man. To say, I am worth more. I am worthy to receive random checks in the mail. I'm worthy to receive random Venmos. I'm worthy for Facebook to pay me for showing up. I'm worthy of everything. I'm worthy of that house that I imagine in my mind. I'm worthy of the new car that I can feel driving down the road. And allow yourself to have this. Now that is something I also love, guys. Because it's mixing different things. I'm taking Mike Dooley and Neil Diamond Walsh and Sarah Landon and guess who else? Debbie Reynolds. Yes, Debbie Reynolds from Halloween Town. One of her best shows ever. When she explains what magic is. It's wanting something and letting yourself have it. And that's what the big thing is here, guys. Letting yourself have it. Realizing there is more than enough. You are more than enough. Your life is enough. Everything in it is enough. Because every day you wake up, and every day you have everything you need. And every day you change, and every day you grow. And every year you're different than you were yesterday. And that's the coolest thing is when you look over, oh my God, my hair. When you look over your life, look at yourself last year to this year. Look at your growth. Look at your change. Look at where you're going, where you've been, it's incredible. And realize you don't have to look at what tomorrow is, because tomorrow's going to be better than today. Especially when you get into that thought that it's enough. This is enough. And it's magical that this is enough, isn't it? And I'm telling you, when you start to believe those words, things come to you. You think it in your mind, and I will tell you, it happened this morning. There was something out there I really, really wanted very bad. And I didn't even dare myself to go look for it. Christmas morning, I woke up. It was the first gift I got. And I was like, wow. Wow. And I've never been so thankful. Thank you to the lessons I've learned. Thank you for the person that sent me the gift. Thank you, because I never even spoke the words out loud to anybody. I didn't dare to. Because I thought, I'm worthy of this, and somehow it'll show up. I just know. I'm worthy of these things, and I know they're going to happen. So I want you to change your thought processes, guys. I do. I am going to lecture about this. As I grow, we are going to share this. This is what School Through Spirit was all about, wasn't it? Bring it through an enlightenment and sharing and just more and more knowledge every week. As I receive it, I give it. Oh, Spirit is funny, because in my head, I just heard, and that book is coming. And I went, no. Actually, I didn't say no. I went, yes, because it is. A book of what they give me. A book of all of this. So I want you to look at this. It says there's enough money. I'm changing the words here, guys. There's enough money. There's enough time. There's enough love. There's enough food. There's enough water. There's enough compassion. There's enough good. And as a whole, we change that, don't we? As a whole, we grow that. And it's incredible when we do this. Because as a whole, that's how we move. And it's so cool because, guys, it's a new movement. It is. And I'm not creating the movement, but it's already there. And I'm just jumping on it. Many, many years ago, there was always the religious movement. And then somewhere in the 60s or 70s became the spiritual movement. And we've been holding on to that movement a long time. We are now moving into a consciousness movement. This one's harder than all the rest. And I won't lie to you, it's harder. Why? Because moving into a conscious movement, a conscious way of being, you have to monitor your thoughts. You have to get into your mind. And you have to say, I'm not going to think those other things anymore. That's hard. It's hard to say to yourself, oh boy, yeah, I'm not going to think I don't have enough. I'm not going to. Good morning, Miss Paula. Hello, hello, hello. I was thinking about you this last week. I don't even know, but Merry Christmas randomly. I hope you're doing great. You're going to think to yourself, the negativity is gone. When you see somebody else that really perturbs you, you're not going to think to yourself, oh my God, that person. No. You're going to change. You're going to stop that thought and you're going to go, bless them. I hope they're okay. You change your thought process. It's a totally different movement than we've ever had before. Because we are moving into a consciousness, and that consciousness is being conscious of you, being conscious of your thoughts, being conscious of your energy, being conscious of creating you and your life. Spirituality is the sit back, Spirit's going to bring it to me. I'm going to follow my breadcrumbs. That's spirituality. Consciousness is putting an effort into it and saying, I have enough. I'm going to think positively. I'm going to think worldly. I'm going to believe there's enough. I'm going to grow the light from me and send that out. Because when I grow the light in here and the magic in here, it automatically puts that out there. And the magic of me creating everything, because you have everything you've ever wanted. I want you to think that. And there is no, but what about this? What about this? No. You are getting rid of the buts. And you're coming into this, I have everything I've ever wanted. It's all mine. And then magically watch it appear. Because I'll tell you, when you live in a conscious way of being, when you live in this root, in this way, it just shifts everything we've been doing and makes it easier. Because when you live in this moment, what happens is, the universe puts it in front of you. The Spirit puts it in front of you. The next step is in front of you. It hasn't changed it. It's made it more powerful. It makes it easier. It's right here. Whereas when you're living in that spiritual life, when you're living in that world of manifestation, it's work. It's hard. It's like, oh my God, I got to put so much effort into this. We weren't created for effort. We were not created for this life for anything other than to experience the heck out of it. Experience it and love it and do it to the most. And that's what we're here for, not the struggles. So trust me when I say, everything we've been doing, we needed. We needed our religion. We needed our spirituality. We needed our manifestations. We needed all of this. Because we couldn't come to the place where we're at and move forward into it if we didn't have our baby steps up to it. Now we're opening the door and we're walking through it. And it's a breath of fresh air to say, oh yeah, I've arrived. And I want you to start realizing that. So I want you a few times a day, guys, to do that breathing. Feel that light open. Feel yourself literally breathe life into you. Breathe it in. Feel yourself awake. Feel yourself become alive. And open the doors for everything you've ever imagined to come to you. Without you putting in 60, 70, 80 hours a week. Because there's enough. And you're worthy. And you're worth it. And then I want you to double it. Because you are. You're worth it. What a powerful Christmas message, huh? I love it. I love it. Well, we're gonna take a quick commercial break here. I'm just gonna do one. And then from there, we're gonna do our book giveaway, and then I'm gonna do another commercial, and then we're gonna do our cards then. So stick around, guys. Let's do that.
Attention, curious practitioners in the realm of transformative experiences, holistic wellness, intuitive guidance, and metaphysical arts. Are you ready to expand your horizons and take your practice to new heights? Join the Edge Partner Directory, where your expertise can shine and your services can transform lives. We are dedicated to creating a community of practitioners who are as curious and passionate as you are about guiding others on their journeys of self-discovery, healing, and growth. As a member of the Edge Partner Directory, you will connect with a network of like-minded practitioners who share your curiosity and passion for exploring the depths of human potential, and showcase your unique offerings to a diverse audience of seekers actively looking for transformative experiences here, there, and everywhere. Embrace your curiosity and take the next step in your practice's journey to becoming an Edge Partner. Learn more at edgedirectory.net. Again, go to edgedirectory.net.
Hey guys, we're back. I'm taking the names out for a second because I just need to show you guys this cute little hat. Yes. We're going to put the Santa hat back on. Anybody that knows me, I love antiques. I swear. Isn't that just the cutest? And it's so funny because I've told people all my life, I'm not a hat person. I'm not a hat person. And then a friend gifted me his. And I was like, I'm a hat person. I love this hat. I won't even lie. I love it. So we're going to put the Christmas hat back on. For anybody that was visual seeing that, I love that hat. We're going to put these names back in here. Again, besides, we get to mix them up a little bit better. And remember, I'm pulling 2 names, guys. 2 books. Ever Near by Tim Bear. Tim Bear. I did it again. I'm saying bear. It's bar. Sorry. I'm screwing it up, Tim, because I always, if I didn't screw up Tim's name, I don't know whose I would screw up. Because anybody that knows me knows I screw up names. So Tim's book, Ever Near. This is a beautiful book that really is about how life does continue. Love continues even after somebody passes away. And this is an awesome book. So we're doing 2 of these. Both of them are signed on the inside. Both of them are signed. I'm trying to open it up. And it says, and oh my God, I'm reaching this in hope that you find that nothing is nothing is lost, and that our loved ones are always ever near. And that's Tim's message to you, because they are. They never go away. They never dissipate. And it's funny because I'm going to quote something that my client said to me yesterday, and it goes along with this book. It goes along with this book. Because when her mother was alive, she fought with her mom all the time. She argued with her all the time. When her mom died, she hired me so she could continue to argue with her. And she said it was so magical to know that even though her mom had died, she could still continue the journey with her. And they don't argue anymore. It's nothing but love anymore, but it's pretty cool. So trust me when I say, guys, this is a must-read book. So we're going to do the drawing. And by the way, Tim is now an Amazon best-selling book. He's also an international author. So this book, we launched it on November 6th. That was the day of the release. We did the release show on this book, and this book is blowing up all over the world, and it's so much more than he thought it was. Not even close to what I know it's going to be. This is just the beginning for Tim, and as he writes the series. So this is the first one, so we're going to do 2 giveaway, guys. So let's do this. Okay, let's curl these up. I almost wish I had one of the kids here. Adeline! I'm going to scream for Adeline. Hold on. I'm going to call her mother. Wouldn't that be cooler? Now done. Let's see. Hold on. We're waiting for a granddaughter to come in. Got to call somebody to get her. Hey, yes. Can you send Addie back here, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Here we go. We're going to have Addie, because I don't know how better to have this legal that everybody knows other than have her. Have her. It's Christmas. Why not? Excuse me, guys. She's a-coming. I need your help, Addie. I need your help. It's Christmas morning, guys. She is in her infamous Harry Potter 9 3/4 shirt. Sit down on my lap. I need your help. We're doing book tries. Can you pick out one? And who's that to? Can you say
Deidre. It's Deidre.
Deidre gets the first book. Pick out one more. Dig in deep. Go like this. Jamie Hook.
Jamie Hook.
That's it. Just two. That's just it. Just two. So the two books go to Deidre Sanford and Jamie Hook. So there we go. We're going to send those books off to people.
These two books.
Those two books. You say these two books?
These two books.
Is that Tim's book?
And this is
Both books.
both books.
Go
These are the two books that are getting sent.
Can you tell her Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas and have a happy June.
Happy New Year.
Happy June.
No, January.
January. I get mixed up with January and June.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, baby girl. Okay, guys. So we're going to. This is perfect. Exactly. Thank you, baby girl. So those are the two winners of the two books: is Jamie Hook and Deidre Sanford. I knew I had to have them, and everybody had names in here. We had lots of names in here, but I love this. That's the owners of the two books. I'm going to put one in each. There we go. There we go. And I'm hoping to get a lot more giveaways in. I know, Keith, isn't that awesome? And Keith's time, because Keith's an hour ahead of me. It's 11:11 there, which is awesome, guys. We're going to take another quick break because we did our giveaway. And when we come back, we're going to do our tarot read for the day, our 5-card stuff, but we're using tarot cards. I think that's pretty cool. So here we go, guys. See you in a few.
Discover Strains of the Earth, your go-to destination for all things holistic. This family-owned dispensary in Jordan and Carver offers a curated collection of high-quality CBD products such as topicals, tinctures, and more. Their knowledgeable staff members can guide you with expert recommendations and responsible usage tips. Explore the selection at strainsoftheearth.com and enjoy convenient delivery right to your home. Strains of the Earth, saving the world with cannabis.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We are doing our 5-card stud. This is the last 5-card stud for Spiritual Truth. Next week we're going back to School Through Spirit, guys. This week we're using Yuletide Tarot, and this is by Kristoffer Hughes. And the art is by Erin O'Leary Brown, and this is published by Llewellyn. I love Llewellyn, guys. I love Beyond Words. I love Llewellyn. I can't say enough about these two people or these two companies. They're just incredible. Now, this is a 78-card deck with a 312-page full-color guidebook. That's a lot of pages. That's awesome. It says, hope, warmth, and tarot cheer for the most wonderful time of the year. Keep the childlike wonder of midwinter burning brightly with the help of this festive deck featuring reimagined suits of candles, which were wands, good cheer, which is cups, canes, which is swords, and gifts, which are pentacles. And the Yuletide Tarot honors the spiritual time of the year while remaining the true to wider rate Smith style. Best-selling author Kristoffer Hughes' guidebook presents detailed descriptions of each card's keywords, meanings, and holiday lore, as well as 5 unique midwinter spreads that will deepen your connection to the magical season. And I'm going to tell you, I love these. I love these. This is all the further I got with it, guys. That's it. Isn't this gorgeous? It says, on the shortest day and the longest night, my gift to you is a warmth of light. Ooh, isn't that pretty? So, here's the book. It's huge. It's huge, guys. It's huge. Look at this. It's huge. Oh my gosh. This is really cool too, because look at that. Each page has its own. I don't know if you can see that very well. So if you're a tarot person, if you're a person that reads the tarot cards, it does read like a wider rate deck. It's been years since I navigated a tarot. I used to do it all the time, but for today, so I'm literally going to open up the book like I did last week for each one. This has got that wonderful string, guys, again, to pop up cards. Although it's in the wrong side, it did pop up for me. So it's got this string, which you guys know I love the strings because pop. I love those things. I really do. And it always makes me feel like there's a little package inside. It's like a little magical package inside when they package this way, and I love it. So guys, I'm still, even though it's tarot, we're going to do this as 5-card stud, just like we have always done with everything else. We're just doing it tarot style. let's see how this works, okay? So I'm going to shuffle with the thoughts of what we need going through this next year or this next week, which is the last week of the year of 2023. I know for a lot of people, they just want this year to be over with. It's been a lot of growth for a lot of people, just a lot. It's been pretty magical, pretty awesome. You know, I know it's been rough, but when we look back and we go, wow, everything that's happened, it's like, wow, incredible. And the growth and realizing that everything has to kind of happen in a series of events. I just threw cards all over the floor. Our first 3 cards are out, guys. And going from there. So let's finish up this year with some beautiful, beautiful cards. Oh, I love this already. I'm loving this already. Oh my God. So we're going to just pop the last 2 cards out. So we got 3 minor. We got 2 major arcana. I know everybody doesn't realize what the difference those are. Hello. Is that Pishu? I don't know how to pronounce it. Pishu? Yadava? Oh my God, I'm totally massacring your name, and I'm so sorry. But hello, welcome, Merry Christmas. So minor arcana are like court cards, or major are more life experiences, bigger things happening, things of that nature. But they really all come together to tell us, Piyu, thank you, darling, thank you. Oh, that made it so much easier. Can everybody do that for me? Because we all know I screw up names all the time. I love that. Thank you. So I am going to use the book, guys, because I think it's a little easier to explain the cards sometimes. And then, as you know, I am going to bring this together for a full reading. So pick your cards 1 through 5, whichever number you want. 2 numbers, 3 numbers, 4 of cards. I don't care. This is yours for the week. Use them however you want. So 7 of good cheer is our first one. I got to figure out where everything is in the book. 7 of good cheer. Ooh, options, choices, fantasies, and illusions. I'm going to read the whole thing, just a little easier. The snowman gazes down at the 7 of cups below him. Let's just show you the card. Okay. Each filled with items that are symbolic of the season's ideals. Gingerbread, which is sustenance and nourishment. The sun, which is hope and light. Mistletoe, which is love and fertility. Confer, which is health and persistence. And cinnamon, warmth, holly, abundance. And the secret jewels that reflect our innermost desires. But in reality, these are merely representation that have been given meaningful meaning by humankind. Their power lies in their potential. They spark the very fires of human imagination. Yet this can be a double-edged sword. Yuletide can be filled with unrealistic expectations, fantasies, delusions of the perfect holiday. When this does not come to pass, we can be left feeling confused, irritated, and the entire thing was anticlimactic. So really what this card is saying is looking down and seeing things for what they are and bringing those into your life, not looking at the illusion. So if you picked card number 1, it's not looking at your life through an illusion. It's not looking at your life through fantasy. This card is telling you it's time for you to show up and look at life for what it is and the goodness and what it has to offer you. Okay. Now I know that's not always easy, but trust me, when you look at things and go, oh my gosh, I really, really wanted this, but I got this. You know, it's kind of like me, guys, this year, the gifts I got when I got done opening them all this morning, getting all my gifts this morning, including the one I woke up to, I looked at everybody and I went, this is a year of taking care of me. And they went, what a great way of looking at that, Mom. And I went, yeah. So I looked at my gifts, and part of it, some people went, oh, no, they gave me the gift of me, which is awesome. And that's what it says. It look at everything and then realize the reality of it. Now, card number two is 7 of candles, which in all actually would have been 7 of swords. So I need to get to that one. Fairly need to go the opposite direction. The sevens Seven of Candles is self-defense principles advantage. Stepping out onto the stage of life is both exhilarating and terrifying. We will succeed. Will we succeed? Will we accept our peers? The many obstacles that we face are often initiated in the internal world, and our fears are far greater in our own minds than they can possibly be in the apparent world. In this card, we see the dynamic play out of a child's first performances, which so often takes place during the annual school holiday show. Excitement can often be indistinguishable from nerves and apprehension. It's time to test one's mettle and see when these curtains open whether we can demonstrate valor and courage or be humiliated. The fear of humiliation and being shamed is ingrained into this card. Our creativity begins within the mind. To externalize is to open oneself up to the potential jeopardy. This can lead to an inner conflict in our early experiences of this. Now, I like this card because if you picked number 2, it's really looking at different things. It's looking at things from a different point of view, isn't it? And that's what card number 2 is telling you, to again look at things. It's telling you to go inwards, to look at everything that's going on inside of you and see if it's anger or is it frustration. Is it nerves? Is it excitement? See where that lays so that you're starting to feel those true emotions versus what you think those true emotions are. And that's what card number 2 is, which I think is awesome. Now, the next one is 6 of Gifts. Now, I like this. I like this guy, but I'll tell you what, these cards, I love them because they are truly a tarot set, which I love the art of tarot, but I like his different take on this. So this is a 6 of Gifts card, and this is generosity and giving. This is a glorious scene that captures the physical qualities of giving. The young woman kneels before the Yule tree and is delightfully handed a gift to someone just out of view. Her face is beaming with pleasure of giving, for when we give ourselves, especially to those who have less, we can make an enormous difference. And whilst this card does have a focus on the material world, the giving of our time and attention are equally valued gifts. The key to this card is not in the content or actions of the woman, but rather in the tree behind her. Look closely and you will see a pair of scales hanging as a tree decoration. The implication here is that the motives for generosity must be moderated with good intent. There's always a contemplation. There's always a temptation to give to look good, to appear more generous than we actually be, or to impress by flaunting our wealth and our success. This is dangerous. So when you're looking at card number 3, it's telling you to kind of look within. And I will tell you what I'm getting from this card is if you pick number 3, you're probably already a very giving person, very, very giving. But it's to look at why you give. Why do you give? Do you give because somebody else needs it? Or do you give because, you know what, it also helps me? I am that person. I'm a person that will give up my world to give to another person, to help anybody. And sometimes that comes from frustration because they may not do with it what I would think, or they may not appreciate it in the way I think it should be appreciated. And then I have to stop and go, wait a second. I give because it makes me feel good. I give freely. And it does tell me to start looking at the beauty of who you are. Who are you in here? Because the beauty is in here. You do for others because it is what makes you feel good. It is who you are. And just start looking at that. And it makes me feel like you need to start looking within to say, you know what? Damn it, I'm awesome. It's time to start looking at that and to see yourself in a different light. Now, card number 4, hopefully that makes sense. They're all kind of making sense to me right now, guys. It really is. It's kind of in a roundabout way, looking like what we talked about too. The Marilad, card number 2, which is, I went to 4, not 2. The Marilad, isn't that cool? And I do believe that would be the magician in the whiter rate. Isn't that funny how I remember that? Encountering it's subtle influences in mystery. Encountering mystery is never an easy process. What is organized by the Magnus is rooted here by the Queen of Winter and the physical embodiment of winter, the Marilad. I'm screwing it up. Don't worry. She is she's the high priestess. I apologize. The bone queen. She threatens to simultaneously tear you into 1,000 pieces, with also carrying you across the abyss of mystery towards the light of spring. She is a Welsh midwinter custom, a barbaric battle where the skull of a horse atop a white robe is animated and carried from the house to house and pub to pub. She is paradoxically fabulous and terrifying all at the same time. She stands at a liminal time, and in her undead guise, she sings a mystery that was old when the world was new. She carries the child upon her back across the abyss of the mysterious, and in doing so reveals something of its nature. She is the unifying force that binds all opposites. And this card is really telling me to look at the smallness. If you pick card number 4, even in your smallest of gestures, you're making a big one. Whether it be to yourself or to others, if you pick card number 4, realize that even the small steps you make, even the smallest of things you do, are really forming your life and helping to form somebody else's. It's the subtle influences. It's the little ones, which is pretty cool. And the Magus, which is card number 1. The funny thing is I can literally, for each one of these cards, I do believe, yep, I could have flipped to the next page to read what the meaning was. And I chose not to do that. It's a lot to read. So the last one, and I will literally flip to the back one when I do the online reading for everybody, guys. But for the show, the Magnus takes the ethereal, or it is the action and manifestation. See where this was going, guys? The Magus takes the eternal forces of a child in motion and begins to build the structures required to hold and house the child's experiences. It is a process of organizing oneself within the structure of the universe and of acknowledging how the subtle forces of the universe from on high to make manifest the physical world we inhabit. We understand this by the function of the Magus, who here he is guised as a wide old druid in cutting the mistletoe, the all heal from the branches of the world tree. It is in this card that we see the true meaning of the soul's relationship with the season as one of the symbols and reciprocation. The Magus sees the green energy of the mistletoe in the winter as the life force of the universe itself. The white berries are the vehicle for life to come into manifestation. The mistletoe hangs between the worlds, and Magus understands it. And I like this because card number 5 is telling me, if you picked it, you were looking at the consciousness, awareness, action, and manifestation. You'll come to that point where your life is beginning to change. You're starting to look at that. This is enough. So card number 1 was the 7 of good cheer, which is, again, seeing things for the reality, not the fantasy. Card number 2 was 7 of candles, which was really about looking at yourself and understanding your internal feelings. What are they really? Card number 3 was 6 of gifts, which is that equal balance, making sure that you know what you're balanced out with your emotions and why you're doing stuff. So you're not overdoing stuff and not having your emotions in check, or over having emotions and not doing enough. So it really is having that balance. Card number 4 was the Marilad, which is that the mystery, the small illusions, the small things, those subtle things that you do for others. And that's what you're kind of doing. And card number 5 was the Magnus, which it really is that consciousness, being conscious about things and bridging those worlds. Now, when I look at all the cards together, guys, I think this is a no-brainer, because these cards are literally telling you, you know what? Everything we talked about today, this week is really about going into what life is about, moving into that conscious. This week, you guys, you are ready to start moving into a new thought process, a new way of being, and realizing the subtle changes, the smallest of things are what's going to really change your life to the better, the greater, and what more you can do, which is awesome. Again, guys, that was the Yuletide Tarot by Kristoffer Hughes. I'm going to send that into Camille. She'll probably put it up online tomorrow because I'm not going to ask her to work today at Christmas. For everybody that showed up today, thank you so much. Merry, Merry Christmas. Remember, this is the last week of Spiritual Truth. Next week, we're going back to school, babies. We're going back to school through spirit. As always, guys, keep enlightenment. Keep raising yourself. Keep knowing who you are. Remember, you're enough. And you're everything there is. Merry Christmas, guys. This has been School Through Spirit with DeEtte here on the Edge Network. And remember, the new issue came out. It's back there. If you don't know where there is for a drop spot, please go to the Edge and subscribe today. It is awesome. You're going to love it. And we'll see you soon, guys. By the way, I will be on next week at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Can't promise I won't have grandkids, but I'll be here. Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye-bye.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.